welcome to the Oracle Buffet. I'm your host, Heather Carmona, and I just got done scrambling and not eggs. I couldn't get my link to open for the show this week, and it was 2:57, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be late for work again. You had one job, Heather, it's 13 minutes long. But anyway, here we are. We made it on time. I think they're gonna keep me on the payroll, so that's good. So we're gonna do a group reading today about the new moon in Pisces tomorrow. And I just want to say Mercury's going to be out of retrograde on Friday, and I'm so excited. It's been kind of a rough one. So if you've been feeling that energy of Mercury in retrograde in Pisces, you're not alone. Everyone I talk to is like, is it over yet? Soon, grasshopper, soon. Friday's the day. All right. Anyway, so let's talk about this here new moon in Pisces. New moons are all about new beginnings, setting intentions, setting goals, looking for clarity. So we're going to do this by rising sign, which is the sign that was on the eastern horizon at the time you were born. So it's different from your sun sign. Now, if you don't know your rising sign, reach out to me for a reading or look it up online or reach out to another astrologer. I mean, if you don't know it, right now, you can just use your moon sign or your sun sign. I might have just said that all wrong. But anyway, yeah, you get the picture. So, for example, if you're in Aries rising, this new moon is going to bring about themes of forgiveness, spirituality, isolation, subconscious matters. This is a time to let go and kind of recharge your batteries, both physical and spiritual batteries. Soul searching is in order for this time as well. So look inside, examine your subconscious patterns. Time to set new intentions regarding these areas of your life. Is the subconscious signal you're broadcasting to the world the signal you actually want to broadcast to the world? Or are they different? We each broadcast a number of signals to the world. One is based on our subconscious programming, and the other is based on what we want to achieve. And if these two aren't in alignment, you're not going to get the results that you want. Okay, so that's Aries rising. Now Taurus rising. This is going to fall in your 11th house. So friends, groups of people, hopes and wishes, those are at the forefront of your mind right now. And you will have heightened awareness about your place within these groups, within your groups of friends, within society as a whole. Goals that involve networking, making connections, meeting new friends, those are very appropriate at this time. It also may be a time, with this being in Pisces, a time to examine whether you need to forgive one of your friends or group you belong to, and also a time to manifest based on your hopes and wishes, because the 11th house deals with hopes and wishes too. So it's a time to dream big and decide what you really want to manifest in life. All right, Gemini rising. Career and public image. This is a time where you really reflect on your standing in society, your career, how people view you. This is a good time to set goals for those areas of your life. What do you want to achieve in your career life? What are you after? What does your ideal career life look like? This can also be a time of forgiveness in career, perhaps forgiving yourself for not being perfect in your career, perhaps forgiving your boss or something like that. It could manifest in a number of different ways. But point being, this is the perfect time to set goals around your career, in your public image, and your standing in society. All right, Cancer rising. This is a time when you need to look beyond your everyday experiences. Look toward the horizon, toward broadening your horizons, I guess might be a better way to put it. What can you learn? What new skills can you pick up? Have you been considering going back to college? Have you been considering joining a new religious group? Have you been considering studying philosophy or making new friends from foreign lands or traveling? These are all things that you should be asking yourself at this time, and also things that you should be setting goals around at this time. So what does your dream vacation look like? Are you waiting to go back to school? What does the ideal scenario for going back to school look like? These are all very appropriate questions for you to be asking yourself during this new moon in Pisces, Cancer rising. All right, Leo, this new moon, I think I might have just said full moon. If I did, I'm sorry. Anyway, this new moon, Leo, is falling in your 8th house. So what does that mean? Transformation, change, intimacy. I can't talk today. Intimacy, sex, psychology, death, shared resources, money, taxes, even. Those are all themes here that you're going to find in the eighth house. You may have increased awareness behind your own psychology or the psychology of other people. You may understand better what makes people tick or what makes yourself tick. This is a time where you might be like a little bit prone to escape reality, perhaps indulge in the darker sides of life, drugs, alcohol, sex, all those things. Anyway, this is a time when intimacy and levels of sharing are heightened. A good question to ask yourself is, what does my ideal intimate life look like? What does the ideal scenario of sharing look like to you? Are you looking to change or transform your spiritual outlook? If so, how? These are questions that would be appropriate for you at this time there, Leo rising. Okay. How about Virgo rising? Virgo rising. This is a time, and I think my eyelash is falling off, which is really awesome. But yeah, we'll deal with that later. Anyway, Virgo rising. This falls in your seventh house of partnerships, marriage, business partnerships, and legal affairs. Those are going to come to the forefront at this time. It's time to set new goals and intentions in this area. And Pisces, being the sign of forgiveness and spirituality, is it time to forgive your partner? Is it time to manifest the ideal partnership between you two? What does the ideal partnership between you two look like? What does your dream life look like? If you're facing a legal affair, what is the ideal outcome for this here legal affair? These are questions to be asking yourself now too at this time there, Virgo rising. Libra rising. This falls in your sixth house of health, chores, and daily routines. So this is a time where you need to examine these areas of your life, set some new goals regarding your health. How efficient is your daily routine? Do you even have a daily routine? What does your dream daily routine look like? And how can you build a routine to help you get you closer to your hopes and wishes? That's what this is asking you right now is to examine that area of your life. Ask about your goals regarding your health, chores, daily routines, and build something around them to support that. That's the area of life that's being examined for you right now, or being highlighted for you right now, Libra rising. And also pets might factor in there too. So you might have something going on with your pets, or be getting a new pet too. So yeah, that's what you got to look forward to there, Libra rising. All right, Scorpio rising. This is fun one for you because this falls in your fifth house of pleasure, romance, creativity, fun, children, gambling, my favorite. But anyway, this is a time to start a new creative project, to have some fun, to maybe start a dance class, to just do something to express yourself creatively. What are you doing? What does this ideal scenario look like for you? What does your romantic life look like? What does your ideal romantic life look like? These are questions that you should be asking yourself at this time. How's your relationship with your children, if you have any, or children in your life? What's the ideal manifestation there? What do you want to create new there? That's what's being asked of you right now there, Scorpio rising. Sagittarius rising. Have you been in the mood to remodel, Sagittarius rising? Do you want to redecorate? Do you want to repaint your house? Do you want to move maybe? Themes of home, family, roots, origin, and your emotional disposition come to the forefront at this time for you there, Sagittarius rising. So what does your ideal home life look like? What does your ideal bedroom look like? Is it pink? Is it blue? Is it black? Where would you like to live ideally? These are questions that you can be asking, or you should be asking yourself at this time. As far as your emotional disposition goes, are you forgiving too much or not forgiving enough towards others, at home especially? Are you being taken advantage of, and vice versa? These are also questions that are appropriate for this here new moon in Pisces. Capricorn, this new moon for you is all about communication, learning, thinking, siblings, short distance travel, neighbors. Sounds like a hodgepodge of keywords, and it kind of is. But anyway, is there something in the way you think that needs to change? Do you need to forgive yourself for not knowing then what you know now? What new things are you trying to learn? Are you trying to take a short distance trip to a neighboring city? Maybe that's time to set a goal around that. Your siblings and neighbors, what does your relationships with them look like? What do you want to manifest there? Oh, words are hard. What do you want to manifest there in your life? Um, Also, it's a great idea or a great time to take tests, fill out forms, start a new course, write letters, do any sort of communication that you've been putting on the back burner. This is the perfect time to do that. All right, Aquarius. This is the perfect time to set forth with financial stuff, possessions, money, things of value. Do you have a financial plan in place? Have you been trying to put a financial plan in place? What does your ideal financial plan, aside from winning the lottery, look like? This is the ideal time to examine that. It also has to do with your self worth and self esteem. How do you view yourself? And is it accurate? Do you want to view yourself in a better light? Um, are you beating yourself up for the past? Do you need to forgive yourself? Pisces deals with forgiveness. There could be a theme of forgiveness here for you too as well. That's what this new moon in Pisces is asking of you, Aquarius rising. And last, but definitely not least, is Pisces rising. This is like your personal new year. So it's a time to start fresh on your appearance. Great time to get a haircut, change your wardrobe, change your gender if you want to. I mean, maybe that's more of a fifth house or eighth house thing. But anyway, we can just go with it. And also how you present yourself to the world. How do you present yourself to the world? How do you want to present yourself to the world? Are you coming across in a way that's authentic to you? Or are you being a little bit fake, perhaps? These are all questions that are appropriate to ask yourself at this time of year for you, Pisces. This is a big new moon for you. So use it to your advantage. Um, you're going to have a lot of time to shine right now, a lot of confidence. This is a perfect time to make a good impression on people. 1 second. I'm dealing with Saturn in my 4th house of health right now. And Saturn's in Aries. It's in my 6th house of health right now. Anyway, I've been not feeling great the past few days, and I believe that to be the case because Saturn is kind of oppressing my energy, for lack of better term. So I don't know if any of you have been through these Saturn transits. I know I jumped from the new moon to Saturn, but anyway, got a frog in my throat here that reminded me of that. But where's Saturn at in your chart? I'm curious to know. But anyway, back to the new moon. I'm just all over the place today. New moon in Pisces happening tomorrow. Great time to journal, to set intentions, to set goals, because you have the energy of the universe behind you to help you manifest those goals. So let us know in the comments, what are you going to manifest? Where is this falling in your chart? And if you don't know and you want some help, please reach out to me and I can help show you where this is in your chart. We can do a reading, see what the best way to work with this energy is for you. As always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for being here today. I've been a little disheveled, but we got through it, as we always do. So thank you. Que tengan un muy buena semana y nos vemos la próxima semana. Have a great week and we'll see you next week.